Hey YouTube, welcome back to TÉCNICA-RC, and today I'm going to talk about two new projects that I have. As you can see in the bench, these are two RC10T2 chassis. I got these chassis I think about last year. They've been waiting on the sidelines, so I decided what to do with them. Chassis are not in that bad a shape. Pretty good, pretty straight. This one is a little bit more scratched up. This one is in a little better condition, but they've been waiting in the wings while I decided what to do with them. I posted on Facebook whether I should build two T2s or build RC10 B1.5 and a T2, and I think I'm headed that way. I think I'm gonna build another B1.5 and another T2. I already have a T2 that I race at Vintage Off-Road Nationals, which I've been racing for 3 years, and it has everything that I want on it. The B1.5 has a lot left to be desired. You know, the chassis is a little bit more beat up, so I'll probably use this chassis as the replacement chassis and make it right. You know, make it more of a presentable piece. It's not gonna get scratched up, it's not gonna get damaged. I don't know if that'll ever see racing on dirt, since I have a RC10B 2-3 that I like to race, and it's been really good to me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have a series on both of these builds, and I hope that you stay tuned. Like I said before, I have a RC10T2, which I race at the Vintage Off-Road Nationals. I've been racing this truck for the past 3 years. Last year I rebuilt the whole thing, bought a brand new chassis, which now is a little bit scratched up, but I rebuilt this truck using a whole bunch of aluminum parts to make it look pretty. But this truck's been good. I'm not gonna be replacing this one. This is gonna be my main truck, my main T2. I'm gonna be building an extra T2. I might keep it, I might sell it. I'm still undecided. It all depends on how it comes out. But yeah, this is my RC10T2, which I will be doing a breakdown on it pretty soon whenever I have the chance. And this is my RC10B 1.5. This is something that was never released by Associated. What it basically comes down to is a RC10T2 chassis that has been cut back, shortened, and I'm using buggy suspension. We made a buggy out of it. Basically what you do is you cut this first section off. You make new holes, move it back to create this chassis, make it a buggy. The problem with this buggy is that this used to be my old RC10T, and the countersink holes were not deep enough for these screws. So these screws would stick out too much, so I try to countersink them more. Basically not ruin, but the screws would stick out or would push on the arm mounts, so it wouldn't sit flush. And every time I ran it, no matter how much Loctite, no matter what I did, it would come loose. So I had to countersink the arm mounts in order for everything to sit nice and flush. Now it's nice and flush, but this chassis is all scratched up, so I'm gonna be replacing it with this chassis, which is a lot better. Then I'm not gonna have to countersink anything and have the proper screws to make everything nice and flush. I'm gonna be replacing the nose plate, the front arms. I'm gonna be replacing, already ordered some Klein arms from Dynotech, and basically most of this stuff is gonna go onto the new RC10B 1.5, and I don't know, maybe I'll do a giveaway of the rest of the chassis, you know, Vintage Nationals. I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm gonna be replacing the shock tower. I bought a shock tower from Factory Works, Jeff Millar. He sent me a couple of different shock towers that are meant for this bulkhead. This is the T2 bulkhead, and nobody ever made buggy shock towers for this conversion onto Jeff Millar. Jeff Millar from our Factory Works. So now he makes buggy shock towers for this bulkhead, and we're gonna try those out on this build and see how it goes. So in this build series, I'm gonna start off with the RC10T2, as I'm waiting for a set of front arms for the B1.5. I'm gonna dive into building the T2, and today we're gonna start with the rear end, and then in another video we'll continue with the front end.